Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, so now we're working on fishing. So they tell us that you can fish with a rod, a spear, or even a club. Those are active fishing methods. You can also fish passively by using nets. So they gave us a fishing rod here. Let's see where it is. Right here, fishing rod with iron hook. So that's actually really good because if they don't give you that item, you'll have to make it yourself, and I don't think it's incredibly difficult, but I know I've tried before and it took me a long time. So that's very helpful right there. So what we're gonna do here is make sure our thirst is good and hunger. Okay, that's fine. Fatigue, not too bad. We're still lively. Our warmth is hot, which is again impressive because it's snowing. So let's go over here, back to the ice, and let's make a hole in the ice again. Alright, so that's open now. And then we're going to go to our skills. We're going to go to fishing. And we will say active fishing. And then we can choose our fishing equipment, so we'll choose the fishing rod. And then we have to use bait. Now, I suppose we could use this smoked black grouse cut. It's only 0.1 pounds. It's not very impressive, so why don't we do that? And we're trying to fish here, and it actually worked. So it says there are many factors that define how many and what kind of fish you'll catch, if you do catch anything, and that's important because, like I've said earlier, I have starved to death so many times trying to be a fisherman. Alright, the fishing method and equipment used and your fishing skill do affect your luck, of course. Different types of fish are found at different depths of water, and some only live in lakes and others in rivers. So it is fairly involved. But let's move on here. Alright, so now it's going to say shelter in the woods. So sometimes it's useful to build yourself a shelter if you are planning to stay in a certain region for a long time, or even just want to sleep one night more comfortably, or to stay dry when it's raining, which is always important. So it says your next task, therefore, is to find a good place and make a shelter by using your building skill. After your shelter is finished, you may want to sleep there a night or two. So I don't know if our spruce lean-to counts. I assume that it does. Also, I assume there's a fish at our feet. Let's see, where... I thought... Did it go into our inventory? Where would it be? I don't see it. Okay, hold on. I don't know... we must have caught a fish, but I don't see it. That's the one that we already had, that we already cooked. Okay, like I said, I don't see the fish. It would normally be right next to us, but that's fine. Okay, thirst is actually starting to climb up a little bit, so let me drink real quick. Drink from the natural source. There we go. Alright, now, so again, our shelter may not be appropriate, I guess, for this particular task. But it's okay. Alright, so now as we're trying to move around, it says you are not able to move ahead due to being fatigued from carrying excess load and the load you are carrying. So, if we go over here, we are carrying apparently 7 blocks of wood, which is 280 pounds. We should not be carrying that around. So, we're going to use lowercase d to drop, select all of them with enter, and then press space and drop those. Now, our fatigue, again, it's getting there. We're a bit tired, but I think we can just rest until we're not fatigued. And then it says a goshawk enters your view. And there it is right there. It's flying. It's good to know that they're around here, though. We might want to try setting up some traps pretty soon. I think we would be most likely to catch a grouse. But who knows? It could be a goshawk, something like that. We're not going to abort the task. There we go. So, we are now rested up. It has stopped snowing. There's the blocks that I dropped at my feet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push these closer to that shelter that we made. So let's step on it and then P to push. And we want to push them, all of them, over here. Now you can see that took a little bit of fatigue. It's not really that bad. But I'm still thinking it might be a little too much effort to push this all the way over here. Let's see. You know what we could do? Let me see. I think Let's look at these keys again here. So the move, yeah, the move items command might be better. So let's try that. So that's lowercase m. So we will select the blocks of wood, all of them, and we should just start hauling now. As you can see, it takes a little while, but it is moving with us. The fatigue is not too ridiculous. Alright, so I'm going to leave them right here. So I'll press lowercase m to stop hauling. Now what I would like to do is clear a little bit of space here. We are already tired, so I don't know if cutting a tree down is a good idea right now, but I kind of want to do it anyway. First, let's go to our skills and go to Timbercraft, and let's split firewood from blocks over here. So we're going to point towards those blocks. Alright, so now we have 22 decent firewoods there, so this could basically just be a very long burning fire here eventually. Fatigue's not too bad, hunger's kind of getting up there. It's late afternoon. Let's try to take one more tree down. This one right here. So we'll go to Timbercraft, fell a tree, use our axe. Alright, so we knocked that one down, so that's good. Now what I want to do is I actually want to move this just one square away, just to give us a little more space here. So let's do push. Alright, so that's there. Alright, now we need to eat. So let's go ahead and finish off the roasted pike here. Alright, so it says your stomach is full, you finish eating some of that roasted pike, very good. And now we are cool, and we're starting to get really tired here. So I want to try to start a fire and then go into our shelter. Let's try it. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is what happened last time. I didn't try to start the fire on the right tile, but I don't know why that's happening. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, so press F to build a fire. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that should keep us warm. And it is the early evening, we're weary, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go into our shelter here. And we are going to sleep. Alright, and we made it through the night. That's good. So, you get back on your feet. You're a bit hungry and a bit thirsty, but it's not too bad. Our warmth is hot. So, we need to turn our attention to food, like, immediately. So, let me press the plus key. And let's go to the trapping on the handcraft menu. And let's see, so a light lever trap is a trap for small animals such as hares and grouses. That's probably what we're going to want to start with here. Let's see what it requires. So it says, well, I don't want to place it right here. Hold on, let's move. Let's just place it maybe here. Again, I don't even know if I have the right materials to make it, but we'll find out. So trapping, light lever trap, and try to set it to our right. Okay, so this is what we need. We need a slender trunk and 2 branches and a stone. Okay, so we don't have a stone currently. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so a slender trunk is going to come from a young tree or a smaller tree. So I think what we could do is try to get one from here. So we will go to Timbercraft and try to, yeah, fell a tree. Okay, so now, if we look right here, we have got 3 slender tree trunks. So that's good. This right here is a rock. We need a stone, which is going to be a larger rock, basically. So we're going to need to look around for that. There's some over here. So, alright, so there's a rock and 2 stones. I'm going to go grab and say, just give me one of the stones there. Right. And then we need 2 branches. We could go ahead and try to just cut them off of a tree instead of looking around for them. So let's go here, go back to our Timbercraft, and say, cut branches, twigs from a tree. And at our feet we have 11 spruce twigs. Now we wanted branches, not twigs. I will pick them up though for now. Let's see. I wonder if it has to do with the type of tree. because this is a young spruce. Let's try a mature spruce and see if that's different. It may just be a random thing. Okay, let's see what we have here. Twigs again. Alright, that's a bit disappointing. I don't think those will work in place of the branches. So, let's see if we can find some laying around. Actually, I should drink some water first. Let's reopen the hole in the ice. And drink. Okay. So, maybe let's go to the south a little bit. Yeah, you usually just see them laying on the ground. But I'm really not seeing any right now. Let's just go around this way. Let's try this dead tree. See if this makes any difference. So timbercraft, cut branches, twigs. Alright. Yeah, we got branches that time. Okay. So we got 12. We only need 2, I think. Let's just grab 2 for now. And we are getting hungry, but we're not going to eat just yet. Alright, so I'm going to haul these slender trunks. Oh, we already had some over here, but I'm going to haul these over to, like, right here, I think. So lowercase m. We're going to pick all of those up. Yes, all of them. And then we're going to move, like, right here and drop them. Okay, so let's try this again. Trapping. Light lever trap. We want to put it to our right. Yes, we have everything we need. And there we go. We've got a trap. So it says the light lever trap is now set and ready. Don't forget to check it after a day or 2. Alright. We probably need to make more than just 1. But that should be okay for now. Let's eat. Oh, we actually did have a tiny bit left here. Okay. But that didn't do much for our hunger, so we're going to eat some rye bread now. Alright, there we go. Now, I think we should fish a little bit just so we can get something to cook and have ready to eat at some point in the future. So, we're going to go to fishing again. And we're going to go to active fishing using our rod. And then we're going to use this partially eaten piece of rye bread. Alright, you caught a roach and 3 perches. That is actually not bad at all. Alright, so those are at our feet. So we'll press G. You see what we got? We got 4 pounds worth of perch. That is very nice. Very nice. Yeah, so we're going to take all of it. Alright, so we're going to move this over here and start cooking it. And something we will want to think about in the near future is making a cellar. If you make a cellar, when you put food on the tile where the cellar is, the food will stay fresh for a really long time. Part of me wants to say that I remember it possibly being permanent, like it stays fresh as long as it's on that tile. But I could be wrong about that, so I would not necessarily trust that piece of advice. Okay, so we're going to cookery. We're going to roast on the fire. Let's do the 3 perches here. And it says you need fire and you need raw meat or fish. Yeah, and we have... Actually, we can just cook all of it. So we'll choose 3 and press space. Alright, so now they're on the ground cooking. And remember, we have to wait until we see a message that it smells like it's ready. Also, the fire seems to be dying down a bit. And we have some of those blocks. We could make some more firewood. Let's go over here. And so these are branches, but I guess we could add these to the fire. So I'm going to pick these up. And let's see. I think all we have to do is drop them here. And then we can push them into the fire, I think. So we'll do lowercase p, push to the right, all of them, and there we go. So it says items at your feet will be moved to an adjacent location or packed on an animal. I believe we just moved them into the fire. So the fire should be doing well. Now, if we look at the fire, it'll say this fire will burn till noon. So this will go for a little bit, so that's not too bad. All right, now I'm getting the impression maybe that our shelter isn't good enough for this task right here. It says after it's finished, you may want to sleep there a night or two. So maybe this will be completed after we sleep another night, but I'm not sure. So let's go here to building and shelter again. Now it doesn't. The location of construction. Let's just see what's on offer here. So I'm going to push to the left, but it says I can't see. So let's try to the north. All right, it must be an open area and free of obstacles. Okay, but I need to know what it's going to take to make it. So let's get rid of this tree right here. We're going to need lots of wood eventually. We might as well. So we're going to fell this tree here. And from the log, let's go to Timbercraft. And let's see. We could, well, we will need some of these specific things eventually, but let's cut it into blocks. There's not any big tree trunk to work with. Do I have to be? I have to be standing on it, I guess. All right, we're sweating a lot. That's something to keep an eye on. Nothing too bad right now. Our thirst is under control. Okay, so we're gonna press lowercase r to repeat chopping the felled tree into blocks. Trunk to okay. I keep misselecting things. I guess is what's happening. So let's try this one more time. Right there. All right, so there's a bunch of blocks, and then from the blocks we can get firewood. So we will go to our left there. All right, more firewood there, and then again we're going to turn around, stand here. 31 branches, 7 blocks of wood, 21 firewood. So we want this fire to just burn forever, basically. And also, while I was doing this, it says it smells like the roasted perch is burning soon, so before I do anything else, we are going to pick up the fish. It is roasted, it's good to go. It did not burn, so that's very good. Alright, so back up here, and then we want to, again, lowercase p to push it south, absolutely everything. And that fire should be raging now. There we go. So we're going to look at the fire again. And it says this fire will burn till early morning. So this is going to burn through the whole day and night. So we don't even have to mess with that at this point. Fatigue's getting up there. Hunger's getting up there. Let's go ahead. And we don't want to be too close to the fire at this point, I guess, because we're still sweating. Let's go over here and rest until not fatigued. Okay. And let's make another trap. Let's make another trap. So we have the slender trunks. We'll need branches again. Now I want to test this theory that we can get branches each time from a dead tree, basically. Let's see here. So back to Timbercraft. Cut branches, twigs. Let's see what happens. All right, yeah, we got branches again. I think, so maybe you get twigs from live trees and branches from dead ones. Again, I don't know that for a fact, but maybe that's the case. So we got lots of branches right now. And the slender trunks, and then we're going to need stones again. Let's go back here. And there we go. We're going to pick these up. Yeah, so pick up that stone there. Pick up that stone. And this one as well. Alright, and then we're going to go over here to the trunks. Now, I can't remember. Did we only need one trunk? Or slender trunk, that is? If so, let me start hauling these. I'm going to use lowercase m. We're going to take all 4 of them with us for now. And we're just going to go like right here and drop them. Alright, and then now we will go to trapping. Like lever trap. Press to the left. And now we have another one. Alright, I want to grab the rest of the stuff here. I think it would be capital G to grab adjacent stuff. Yeah, so press to the left. It says there's nothing here to pick up. Okay, that's not good. Now, can I walk onto the trap? Really walk into the trap? Nah, okay, no, we don't want to do that. I thought there would be a way for me to grab that excess stuff there. But either way, we learn now that we should only put one slender trunk down when we're making the trap. But again, let's just see something. If we look, 3 slender tree trunks and a set light lever trap. Maybe I misclicked again. Let's try this again. So capital G, and I'm going to manually use the mouse here and do this. Now there we go. Okay, so we got them. Now we're carrying a lot of weight right now. You can see here. Let's see how bad it is if we take a step. That's a lot of fatigue. I should probably drop them and just haul them again, is what I'm thinking here. Okay, where are they anyway? Oh, here they are. So let's drop all of those. Yeah, and then we'll just move them to a new spot. One at a time, I guess, where we can make our traps. But we do have 2 traps set. That's not bad. We do have some stuff to eat, speaking of. Let's eat this. Well, let's finish off this rye bread. Alright, that's good. Alright, so it's noon. We still have plenty of the day ahead of us. We're just getting started. So things are looking okay so far, but they can turn pretty quickly. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate that very much. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you all next time.